The new Sombra is the most fun DPS hero in Overwatch 2. Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Damesies from the Omnic Weekly. If you had told me a few weeks ago, before the start of Season 7, before the rework Sombra was released, that I would ever start a video with the words I did just a few seconds ago, I would have slapped you in your face with my leather gloves. And I would have challenged you to a duel, till death, or at least dismemberment. For one simple reason. I detested Sombra. Well, detested. I mean, that's a little harsh. Let me put it this way. Before Season 7 started, I had logged 21 games on Sombra. 20 of them were mystery heroes. And I hated every single one of them. I always figured that me getting Sombra and mystery heroes was the universe's way of telling me that I had played enough for that day. But if you would check my stats right now, that number is at least 10 times as high. Why? Well, like I said, she currently is the most fun DPS hero in Overwatch 2. Easy, thank you for watching. Alright. Part of that sentiment is of course because she got a rework. She feels fresh. She feels different. She's almost like a brand new hero in a way. But yet, she isn't. But the second part to that story is that she's very versatile and impactful. But not to the point that she's overpowered and it almost feels like cheating. That one is still reserved for Bastion. You just feel like you're getting shit done. When you play it in the right way, that is. So the obvious next question is, what is the right way? Well, there are already plenty of videos out, made by other creators, explaining how to play this new Sombra. But most of them are made by those bigger creators that are all playing on, well, Master and above. Which is fine, I mean. The thing is, of course, that the bigger part of the community does not play on that level, and they never will. Including myself. So what I'm saying here is that I'm representing the people. I'm one of you. It's just the fact that the strategies on the meta levels and on the top 500 levels are different. In the sense that top 500 players do have strategies and your random team in Plat 4 does not. And that does change the way you play heroes, or how you counter them. Especially after a rework like this one. But these are a few things that I learned. First off, before Season 7, your bread and butter ability as Sombra was hack. You hacked everything. Health packs, enemies, whatever you could find. Now, the reason why you would be hacking enemies is for one, to put some of their abilities on cooldown. But that wasn't the most effective use. The best use was to amplify the damage that you were going to do afterwards. It's kind of like the Hunter's Mark in World of Warcraft. You tag him, you kill him. Well, that amplified damage is gone now. So you're only left with the more utility side of the hack ability. In other words, you'll use it less. You'll use it where you need to use it. And to be honest, that was one I struggled with in those first few days. I kept hacking everything, which made me waste time. In that time, I could have been shooting enemies or using that new bread and butter ability for Sombra, Virus. Hey guys, allow me to take a second to thank my patrons for their support. You guys are legends. And you too can join the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. Get early access to content, get Patreon exclusive streams, and even physical goodies. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Anyways, let's continue. I love that new Virus ability. For one, because it's damage over time. I've always liked those types of abilities, ever since I played the Warlock in World of Warcraft. Just putting a debuff on all the enemies and watching them panic as they slowly see the health bar shrink. Yeah. That is until Kiriko cleanses it. But you know what? I don't mind Kiriko. If I did not manage to kill my target before she gets a chance to cleanse it, I failed anyways. In any case, this was the second lesson I learned. Virus needs to be on cooldown all the time. You need to apply it to get your targets below half health, you need to charge your ultimate, and yeah, you need to harass the enemy team. By the way, her ultimate EMP might not be as strong as it was before, but it can still be very impactful. Now that Virus gets really fun when you follow it up with a hack. So first Virus, then hack, and oh my god. Now to pull this all off, you need a lot of mobility. And yeah, she does have mobility. Some people are comparing her to Tracer. I get it, but I do think Sombra has a one-up when it comes to mobility on Tracer. The main reasons that she has so much mobility is her new Translocator and the new passive, Invisibility. Now, the fact that they made Invisibility a passive had me scratching my head at the start, but once I get to test it, it just makes sense. And the Translocator? Well, back in Season 6, that Translocator was a get out of jail free card. That panic button that you hit to get somewhere safe, where Roadhog and a Mei would be waiting for you to wipe that smirk off your face. But above all, it was a sure way to separate you from your team and basically the fight. Because at that point you had to go invisible and run back as fast as you could just to find your team slaughtered. The way it works now is that it is a short range escape. You throw your Translocator and you'll teleport towards it instantly, but also slide into to invisibility. Now, if you manage to throw it in the right direction and the enemy team is kinda lazy, you can get away with that. And the fun thing is that you're still close enough to join the battle again immediately. Especially in this early stage, where a lot of players still need to get used to the new Sombra, especially in ways of countering the new Sombra. That teleport works really well. See, for years we were told if Sombra uses her teleport, she's gone. She's safe. She's sipping tea, eating biscuits, and just hacking all your social media accounts. But the new Sombra can't get away that far anymore. Look, if you just keep your eyes open and you react quick enough, you can find her and you can kill her. And I think that works a little better in the metal levels, because the Sombras might not be as good and, yeah, the lack of strategy. It's just simple. If you're playing a character that has mobility and that can survive one of her viruses, you'll be safe. You'll get her. Your supports are going to be thankful. Now on higher levels, it's a different story. For one, like I said, there's strategy, and yeah, that strategy will dictate that they use that Translocator in a different way. They'll use it as an escape occasionally, but more often they'll use it as a way to catch up with an enemy that is trying to get away, or to reposition themselves behind an enemy group, to quickly blink towards a critical position and make a huge difference. You can just get a lot of places on the map instantly, and it's those types of strategies that are kind of missing on the meta levels. Look, watching a good Sombra player popping off has shifted from some sketchy lady always being in the back and getting pleasure out of rejecting people a health pack, to a devastating little tornado that is all over the map and kicking ass. While of course still occasionally hacking health pack to survive. Does this mean that she's too strong? No. As I said earlier, she can be countered and by quite a lot of heroes, especially on the lower ranks. And she has that somewhat situational feel to her. I mean, more than a soldier for instance. And for me personally, she has been a good answer, a good counter for some heroes I had difficulty dealing with, like snipers. Look, I'm not a good sniper player. The only way I could counter a sniper was with Torbjorn. I know, I actually could outsnipe a sniper with Torbjorn. Still can. But usually I would just switch to Junkrat and harass the hell out of them so they would switch. Now I can use Sombra, and I do the same thing with Genjis. Oh, man, that has been fun. Yeah. Reaper, not so much. That dude really scares me. But let me get back to my initial statement. If you have never played Sombra before, this is the time to pick her up. Her new kit makes her feel like a completely new hero. A hero that hits that same level of kit synergy and adds a freshness to the roster the same way Iari did, or the reworked Orisa back when Overwatch 2 launched. Yeah, about that. But anyways, on the video. I am, however, very curious to see what they have planned for Roadhog. If they keep this up, oh damn. The curse could finally be broken for the grumpy pig. But tell me, have you tried the new Sombra and how do you like her? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and check out my streams. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.